Hello and welcome to my BookTube channel, Jack in the Book Stack, where I talk about a wide variety of book genres and the bookish lifestyle. And hopefully you will see a wide variety of book genres in this video because this is my book shopping, book unboxing, book haul video where I take different clips throughout a period of time of me acquiring books and sharing them with you. I don't talk too much about plots of books or summaries. I'm not trying to pitch these to you. I'm just kind of talking about why I got them, why I was interested. And usually it's because I got a good deal on them because I'm every marketer's dream. I love a sale. But today, to kick us off, I have my Illumicrate delivery. So this is a monthly subscription box for special editions. So let's see what I got for this month. I'm kind of using up all my skips, so I apparently did not skip this one. Let's see, I don't remember what it is, so it's always a surprise when I open these with you. Mistress of Lies. Ooh, it's got this cool, like, black and gold cover. So it's covered in plastic, so you get, like, reflection there. But that's pretty cool. It has a really detailed sprayed edges. I really like this. I don't know if this is first in the series. I don't really love that they send so many book ones in a series because you only have the first one special edition, right? Like that bugs me. I like my editions to all match. So usually I get more excited about their standalones. But, all right. I have a complaint. All right, I'm probably going to be selling this one. So when I get these special editions that I don't want, I sell them on Pango because someone else can enjoy them, right? Like I don't need a book on the shelf just to have a book on the shelf. I want someone who's going to be proud to own it, read it, whatever. I'm so mad. So on the back, there's no summary of the book. There's no quote from the book. There's nothing representative to the actual story. It's just marketing material. And here's the thing, Illumicrate. You already have my money. I already bought the book. You don't need to sell it to me. So this is just a bunch of blurbs from other authors. Like, who are you trying to prove this book to? I own it. I gave you my money. So, gosh, there's quotes from the author of The Jasad Heir, The Bone Shard Daughter, The Wolf of Oren Yarrow, The Phoenix Keeper, Saints of Storm and Sorrow, Foul Days, A Feather So Black. So, like, other authors that Illumicrate has done books of. It's just too, like, corporate feeling. Like, who did that? Like, someone who loves reading didn't do that, or collecting books. I'm paying for a special edition. I don't want marketing material on the back of my book. I am wound up right now. I am really enraged. I don't know if you guys, what do you guys think about these kinds of blurbs on the back? Are you triggered by the same thing? Or am I over-exaggerating and overreacting? I don't think I am. I mean, you have a right to like what you like. And if it's on like standard books, like a paperback, fine, I understand. But if you're paying premium dollars for a special edition, why? Why? And I didn't have a choice of buying this book. So it was like, it's my monthly subscription. So like, why are you trying to market to me? No, I don't even know. I believe this is one in a series, which I already said I was hesitant about, but I'm mad. I don't want this on my shelf. I'm really upset with Illumicrate right now that they're starting to do this more and more. I've been subscribed to them for like, I think a year now, and they don't do it on all their books, but this isn't the first time I've seen it, but I'm taking it personally at this point. And it just makes me feel gross and icky and it's just like too like corporate and like, bleh. I feel gross. I'm gonna post this. I need to get this out of my house. I'm about to unbox my very first order for the month of September, and I ordered this one at the end of August. I got this box from Book Outlet, which, I mean, if you're new to this video, I will tell you I buy a lot of books with them. They sell overstocked books at a steeply discounted price. The quality or the condition of the book can sometimes be hit or miss, but generally it's good. But usually they add like a Sharpie dot or line on the edges of the book. I don't remember why they do that, but it's just something they have to do for overstocked books. But, you know, small price to pay when you get them as discounted as they normally are. And I do have a link down below if you want to try and order from Book Outlet. I think if you use my referral link, you get money off, I get money off, everybody's happy. So please check that out if you're interested in signing up for an account. And I'll show you what I got in this box right here. Let's do the first one. Indigo Ridge. This is one that's very popular. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I could technically read this for free. But I saw this on Book Outlet and it's been hovering around my TBR. So I think that this is, as seen on TikTok, you can see why it's popular there. What I know about this is it is a small town romance, which is like one of my favorite romance tropes. I love small town, and I think there's an element of a mystery with this as well. And I just love the covers, how it's like a silhouette and then also like a landscape. I think that's really cool. Not that we judge a book by its cover, but we judge books by their covers. All right, next. The Office of Historical Corrections. This one, a novella and stories. Yes, I think this is a collection of short stories. I think they're about race. I think that's what it is. Complex human relationships. Zooms in on a particular moments and relationships in the characters' lives in a way that allows them to speak to larger issues of race, culture, and history. So I don't typically like collections of short stories, but this one has been calling to me for a while. So when I saw this on Book Outlet, I decided it was worth giving a shot. Next. Okay. So I think I'm going to be okay to talk about this now because this is my September unboxing. I'm hoping I can slow down my book buying and acquiring and do like a September-October haul, but you'll find out when you're watching this if it's 1 month or 2, but hopefully I'll slow down. But my cousin's birthday is September 26th, and I saw something on Book Outlet that I thought would make the perfect gift because she is a book lover just like me, and we thought it'd be so fun to kick off 2025 by choosing each other's TBR. So we agreed that we will pick 10 books for the other to read for that month. And so I have a list, like it's September, I know I have some time, but I have a list going and I have my 10 picked, but I'm gonna wait to give it to her until I see what she completes in the next couple months. But I know these 3 are going to be on the list regardless. I really want her to read the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. And I saw that Book Outlet had the beautiful, beautiful special edition illustrated hardcovers. So they had the first one and they had the third one. And I'm like, okay, this would make an awesome birthday present because September 26th is her birthday. She can unwrap these. I'll get the second one too, so she has that. And it's going to be perfect because she'll have this all ready for January. Even though I haven't given her the list yet, I have told her that that I want her to read these. So like this won't be a surprise that it's on her list, but hopefully it'll be a surprise that I'm buying them for her. Okay, next in the box. This is A Tempest of Tea. This is a YA fantasy that has been making its rounds all over BookTube, BookTok, Bookstagram. It has no dot on the edges. Man, I was hoping they wouldn't do the dot on these since it's a gift for someone. But no, this one they didn't do a dot. But yeah, this one has been all over the bookish socials. I think I've heard some pretty good things about it, so I'm excited to check this out for myself. I have been craving more YA fantasy lately because I'm hoping to pick things up that have like a magical world, but a lighter tone. Like maybe lower stakes a little bit or more characters live. I just need to avoid the emotional trauma for a little bit, so I'm gravitating towards that. Next, Your Table is Ready. Tales of a New York City Maitre d'. This is a nonfiction that did seem kind of quirky and kind of different. Like I don't know if you would think that it would be boring to hear about like a restaurant worker's experiences and secrets, especially in like a really hip happening New York restaurant. But I find it really fascinating. All the things that they probably see and I'm wondering if it'll be like people or celebrities that I know. But I worked in restaurants for the longest time in high school and college, so I think that this will be a cool nonfiction with interesting insight. And the last book in the box is Heartless Hunter. This is book 1 in the Crimson Moth series. I was thinking this one was like a YA fantasy, but I think it definitely has romantasy vibes, which either way is great. I'm in the mood right now for both YA fantasy and romantasy, so it works for me. I have been influenced by all the bookish socials. People have been reading this one and really liking it, so I'm excited to try it for myself. I think it's enemies to lovers, which it doesn't like persuade me or dissuade me. It's like it can be done well or very, very poorly because I hold a grudge. Okay, so if our characters are enemies for a reason, I may not be able to forgive one of them because I hold a grudge. Or it's something that's just like so forced. Like unless you're really trying to like kill each other, you're not really enemies. So I'm very skeptical about that trope, but I am very open-minded, very optimistic about Heartless Hunter. I am so thrilled. So I just got a delivery for a set of special editions that I ordered months ago. And it's from a new store or supplier or business. So I'm so excited to unbox this with you. But I am a little bit nervous now about the actual books themselves because I've read a lot of books since I've ordered these and I'm kind of questioning my entire interest in this subgenre. But we'll get to that point in a second. Firstly, I want to say that this is my first order from the Broken Binding, and the set that I ordered is the Dandelion Dynasty. So first impressions, I like this box. I think this is like custom to what I actually ordered versus like Illumicrate and Fairy Loot. They have their branding, like their business branding on the box. So this is kind of neat. So this says, read a lot of books and try a lot of recipes. That sounds like your girl Jack. Says Dandelion Dynasty right there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and open it. It's all taped up, putting it, and it's heavy. It's really, really heavy. There's like a lot of books in here, so. Okay, hold this up again. Trying to do this unboxing. Okay. When you learn enough about the world, even a blade of grass can be a weapon. A weapon. How profound. Okay, got some squishy wrapping. Okay, here, let me dump it out of the box. While I'm unwrapping this, the issue I'm having is with the subgenre of epic fantasy. Granted, I don't really know what the difference is between epic and high fantasy, so I could be crossing like references here, but I'm having a tough time with it and questioning if it's even something I enjoy. But kind of where I'm at right now is that it just really depends on the book. I like the idea and the concept of lots of details weaving together across like generations and having like history, but I'm finding myself enjoying more of like the micro plots of our characters rather than the grander scheme macro plot of like wars and stuff going on. So I understand this series to have a lot of history, a lot of world building, and that's exactly what I'm kind of questioning with my reading preferences. So I'm a little bit nervous, but still want to give it a shot. I love this packaging. This is so cute. Okay, so it looks like I'm holding it upside down. So let's put it the right way up. So it is, ooh, they have like a ribbon tying together. Sorry, my dog is like weaving between the tripods, so it's like shaking. Oh, I love this. So there's 2 books tied with this bow, and there's a little sticker up there. And this was something I knew about Broken Binding. They really do the most when it comes to their packaging, and I really appreciate it. Like that little stuff, right? I really like that. That's what makes me so happy, like shopping with an independent business, like a small business. I don't know how small they are, but it feels like they're a small business compared to like large publishing houses. So let's see. And now this is a reprint of the series. They did a special edition that was more true to like the pastel colors I've seen on the the UK covers. The US covers are like a little bit more monochromatic, like black with like a detail on the front. And so I wanted to order this because it was the UK covers, but they're purple. These are the Midnight Edition. All right, let's open this up together. I really like this. I like this purple. And I really like the art on these covers, like the castle on the cliffside, the boats. Got what looks like a dragon there. Okay, I am pretty excited. I don't like the blurbs on the back. Obviously, I get a little bit triggered with that. I would really rather this be a quote from the book. Like, they put the quotes on the boxes. Why you gotta do this to me? I am not gonna get as riled up though. I'm chill today. I'm zen. Got a map on the inside. Covers are blank. That's kind of disappointing. I wish there was like a little bit of like embossing or detail on the naked hardcover. Just when you pay like this much for a book set, I would have liked something on the naked hardcover. But the dust jacket's really pretty. I really like that. So that, The Grace of Kings, I believe, is book 1. Let's open this up. You would assume this is book 2, but I don't know the order of them, and it doesn't appear that they have the numbers on the side, which is another pet peeve of mine. Like, for book series, I think you should have the numbers on the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Speaking Bones. This is really pretty. The Veiled Throne. Ooh, we love to see a little dragony thing. Really love the detail here on the sprayed edges. That is gorgeous. The Wall of Storms. So that's the last one. And this really gives me like like a sci-fi feel, because these look more like machine animals rather than creatures. So I'm looking forward to, I'm anticipating this. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little bit iffy on the whole subgenre of epic fantasy. Sci-fi, I'm also a little bit iffy on. And so like sci-fi for me is like machines and technology. But I have heard amazing, amazing things about this series. So I have wanted to give it a try. And I mean, we all know here at Jack in the Book Stack, I am every marketer's dream. And I'm easily influenced. So when there's like a beautiful special edition of a book, like, yep, take my money. I will totally do that. So yeah, I'm a sucker when it comes to books. And so there are all the edges put together. And the spines, if I can spin this around. Oh, I don't want them to slide off. Okay, upside down. There we go. There are all 4 of the books. I really love this purple, this midnight kind of vibe to it. So I'm looking forward to this. If you guys have read this series, I'm dying to know what you think of it in the comments down below. Please drop some spoiler-free thoughts and reactions, what you think about it, and give me some encouragement. I'm excited though. Broken Binding, I like it. I don't know if I'm really thrilled. I think it does bug me a little bit that they didn't do any kind of detail on the naked hardcovers for these books. So that's, you know, my initial impression, because what I do when I read them, I take the dust jackets off the books to read them. So I still like really pretty detail on the hardcovers. So I'm disappointed to see there wasn't anything done there. But really like the creativity of this, changing the color scheme while keeping the artwork that I already really liked and kind of drew me into the series. So maybe a 3 out of 5 rankings for Broken Binding. I am so sorry to let you guys down, but I got a book outlet delivery and I unboxed it without you. I got it last night and I just opened it up with my boyfriend because we were being silly and he wanted to see the books that I got. So I did not unbox it on camera, but I'm going to show you the books right now. I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to show you all the books. So let's get right to it. How to Be Eaten. This is one that has been on my radar because I heard the tagline was a darkly funny and provocative debut novel that reimagines classic fairy tale characters as modern women and a support group for trauma. I'm dying to see how they do a fairy tale spin, and a support group for trauma sounds like it could be kind of heavy, but then it says that it's darkly funny. So I'm curious if this book can pull it off. I haven't seen any reviews of it on BookTube or Bookstagram, so I'll make my own opinion of it. But just that tagline sounded really fascinating. Next up, One Dark Window. I'm not sure if this is classified as a fantasy or a romantasy, but it seems really intriguing. And this has been recommended to me and I've seen great reviews on it, Most importantly, what stands out to me, one of my coworkers recommended this to me and said that it doesn't have like an epic war, like an impending war that our characters have to battle in or prevent. And I'm so excited for like fantasy and magic that has a different plot line. I need a little bit of variety. So I'm really excited to check out The Dark Window. I think it has tarot card magic. Not quite sure, but everybody's raving about it. This is a duet, so I still need to get book 2, which was not available. So the completist in me is like, or the completionist in me is dying that like I only have book 1. I need to acquire book 2. Next up, a cozy fantasy in the company of witches. This is one that I'm so excited to own. However, it's a mass market paperback and I don't like those because like I cannot read that tiny font. So I like holding them. They're cute. You can like hold them in one hand, but I don't know why I got this. I knew it was mass market paperback. I was just like, oh, maybe it won't be that bad. But we'll see. Maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. This was an impulse buy. I saw the cover, I got excited. I don't know if I would classify Mother Thing as a horror or a fantasy, but I've heard it's weird. And sometimes weird books really work for me. There's no way to tell beforehand. I just have to try them for myself. I love this cover though. I think this is such a creative, cool cover. So I'm really excited to check out Mother Thing. I'm so happy to own it. Finally, the contemporary romance Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is an author I have been wanting to try out. I don't think I've read anything from her. Part of Your World is another one of her books that I really want to check out. And I see her books all over the bookish social medias. I don't think I've experienced anything from her yet. So really want to try it. Saw this on Book Outlet and I decided I had to pick it up. So that is my adorable little Book Outlet haul. So sorry again that you missed out on the unboxing, but it was so entertaining to just open it last night with my boyfriend who is like, seriously, you got more books? All right, show me what you got. He's a good sport. I seriously need to go buy a lottery ticket because I cannot believe the luck that I just stumbled upon. So I'm at my local library. I got an email that I had to renew my card for another year. So you have to like physically come in with your identification to renew it. So I did that, and they have like this little bookstore, a library bookstore, where I don't know if they're selling donated books or like the library books that aren't being checked out anymore. Doesn't matter. I stopped in there because I don't come to this library that often. It's maybe like 15 minutes from my house, and they had the next book in the Plated Prisoner series that I need, hardcover. I am so shocked, and I'm gonna wait till this lady leaves in the car next to me. Okay, she's backing out. So I got this from the library bookstore for $2. $2. It's a hardcover edition. The only downside is it doesn't have the sprayed edges to match my other editions. And I think this is the independently published version because there's not the Bloom publisher icon here. So I don't know if it will match, but $2, I mean, it's worth the gamble. I was so shocked to see this on the shelf, and I am thrilled. For being a different version of the book, it doesn't look that bad. See what I mean? There's no logo, but it still fits the mural, and the author's name is still up top. You can't really tell the pages unless you're really looking for it. The other thing that I'm choosing not to be upset about, I don't know if you can tell, but this cover is glossy. This is a glossy cover, and these ones that I have are matte with glossy details. Like the gold yellowy color is the gloss, but the rest is matte. But I'm choosing not to be upset about that because, again, did I tell you guys? I got it for $2. After my look at the library, I decided to stop at my local used bookstore and see if I would have a similar look there, and I did. So I am planning on doing a Christina Henry reading vlog in October. That should be published, I think, probably before this book haul. But I saw this other fairy tale retelling, The Girl in Red, which I'm assuming is Little Red Riding Hood, for $8.50. Yes, please. I love the idea that Christina Henry does fairy tale retellings with a horror spin, so I'm super excited about that. I hope I love this author in that reading vlog. And I also got another one of her books. This was another used one. So this is book 2. This is the follow-up to Alice, which is on my TBR for that reading vlog. And I figured, hey, if I like it, it's good to have the sequel handy, especially when I can get it used and support my local bookstore. And look at this. This is the real winner here. This is a hardcover edition of The Shining that I got for $6.95. I love this book. This is one of my all-time favorite books, and it retails for $40. I could not believe the deal that I got on this book. So seriously, I need a lottery ticket. I have a huge stack of books here to close out my September-October haul. Let's get started. I got book 2 in the Tomes and Tea series. This is a cozy fantasy. This follows up the book Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. And I'm actually reading that book right now, loving it. So I wanted to get the next book, and I adore the sprayed edges. This is seriously amazing that publishers are starting to do this. They definitely know we'll pay for it. Speaking of sprayed edges, the next book has them too, and this kicks off my order from Book Outlet. So firstly, I got Assistant to the Villain, which really was kind of a silly purchase because I have this downloaded from Kindle Unlimited. So I don't know, I'm addicted to Book Outlet. When it's a good deal, I just can't help myself. I think this is a cozy mystery kind of story. I don't know if it's technically cozy, but I think it is a little bit more lighthearted, and I'm really into that this fall. Next up, I haven't heard too much about, but Hannah Witten is an author I'm very curious about. For the Wolf. This seems like it says it's dark fantasy, but it's giving me fairy tale vibes with the kind of like a little Red Riding Hood silhouette and the castle down below. I think, yep, it is a new series, the Wilderwood book 1, and I'm kind of hesitant to start new series right now, but I don't know. I am seeing this book everywhere, and I couldn't resist when I saw it for such a good price. Speaking of series, I figured I might as well continue on with this one. I'm blanking on the name of the series right now. Is it Eden? Something like that? Follows these Eden guys, this family. Anyways, book 2, Juniper Hill. I liked book 1 because I love a good small town romance, and this one claims to be neighbors to lovers. Yeah, we'll see about that, but I love small town, so I'm looking forward to reading Juniper Hill. The next book from Book Outlet I have already read. This is Mating in Captivity, Unlocking Erotic Intelligence. This is a nonfiction asking the question, can we desire what we already have? Does good intimacy always make for hot sex? Ooh la la! This was a very interesting nonfiction, kind of about keeping the spark alive in long-term relationships. And it just dove into so many studies, so many facts that I thought were very, very fascinating, and kind of just a really good study on human nature and relationships. So I am looking forward to rereading this, and now that I have my own copy, I can annotate it and highlight interesting facts. So excited for this nonfiction. Something that will always get me to add to cart is when Book Outlet has a complete series. And luckily, they had a complete series. So I have, let's see, these books, which honestly, I don't know what order they're in. I think that's 3, 2, 1, Kingdom of the Wicked. Carrie Maniscalco is an author I don't think I've read yet, but I have heard a lot about. And I really, really like these covers. Okay, this is a cover buy, but I'm pretty sure this is a dark fantasy romance. 2 sisters, 1 brutal murder, a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself, and an intoxicating romance. I mean, how could you not? The only thing that kind of disappointed me when I unboxed this was the spines. So cute, what the hell? Why do we have a logo there? And it bugs me that these don't all match. It also bugs me they don't have like 1, 2, 3 on the spine, but it's neither here nor there. This is really annoying. But I will tell you what's more annoying than that. And that is the fact that I got the Shadow and Bone series because they had them all available hardcover. However, what I got was not what was pictured. And I'll show you the covers that were pictured, what I thought I was ordering, and I was super, super excited because that is such an artistic and cool cover. I never would have got these editions if I had known that's what it was. And I also despise the non-removable Netflix sticker. I am enraged. When I unboxed this, I was pretty furious. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I love that these are hardcover, but it's not high enough on my priority list to read them. And I like every time I look at these, I'm gonna be angry about how I was misled. So I actually think I will take these to my local used bookstore and I will see if I can sell them and get store credit and buy something else. However, I will say that the spines are pretty perfect. Look, they have the number 1, 2, 3. They have the series name. I really like that. Like, this is a perfect spine. If only I wasn't lied to about it, then this would be a pretty good setup. But oh well, I definitely need to unhaul these. That's unfortunate. This was a pretty good haul to close out the fall season. I think that's all the books I'm going to be getting, so I'm going to close out the video here. But thank you so much for hanging out with me in this book boxing, book unhaul, book shopping video. Happy reading to you in the next couple months.